Me and Hone gonna get 2.5 mil each. I'm sorry, Chibi, you're not. Nobody else voted for Spain. Look at this fucking outfit. The fuck? Okay. All right, we did some crafting yesterday, as you guys can see here. What do we need to do? Hold on, let me try to remember what we're doing. First, we look at the world marketplace. Let's see. $173. It's down 7. Oh, I want to buy. Okay, let's see. Earrings. All right, we're professional level 40 now, so that's. Oh, we need to be 45. We're at 44 right now. We are at 44 right now. Splendent Crimson Dragon Lord will transfer into this. What's their nickname as well? Bunch of cats. That outfit getting political for sure. Wait, what can I? Splendent Crimson Dragon Lord. Let me turn on some music. Okay, Splendid Crimson Dragon Lord. Crimson Dragon Lord. This is the first time I've crafted since I've taken my break. So what do you need to craft today? I want to craft a Horned Dragon Lord earring. Okay, so what are my options? Option 1, we get artisans. I kind of want to do this because I'm like, there, I have everything. Craft Star Dragon Lord earrings. I could turn the artisans into Star Dragon Lord earrings. 25% chance to proc a Splendid. If I don't, Star Dragon, where are you? Splendid Star Dragon. Transfer into for 700 thou. That's fucking free. And then we get their Splendid Star Dragon Lord earrings. We don't have a guild base. Splendid Crimson. Where's the menu that allows you to use the thingamajig? Splendid Crimson Dragon. Yeah, this would just go all the way down. Would you say Chanter is the best class to go free to play Lightspender? The Lightspender stuff doesn't matter, man. Every class is pretty much the same, but sure. Just because, you know, Chanters are always going to be solid to take. Sure. Ugh, excuse me. I kind of want to do this though. I kind of want to raw dog this. I need to get I don't see the menu. Where's that new menu? Is it it's under transfer? Yeah. Where's the menu that requires the item that I keep forgetting what it's called? Core. There. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. magical breath. Dude, I can't use the season shot, man. Gosh, where do you get more of these? Other than the season shop. Let's see. Looks at his budget before picking a class. 2026 gaming. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so we turn this. I kind of want to raw dog it though, guys. I think we raw dog it. We kind of have the mats. We kind of have the mats. I kind of want to raw dog it, guys. Chat, I kind of want to raw dog it. I kind of want to raw dog it. I feel like that would be better content, no? I feel like I haven't spent too much because I had a lot of the materials ready. I don't know where I would get more magical breath though. Where would I get this? Other than the season shop. Is this the only place I can get this? Can I only get 5? I don't want to use my season shop currency on this though. That's the problem. I do not want to because I want to use it on a philosophizer stone. Are you doing with Homestead? Yeah, it's this. This is what it is. This is what it is. I would be crafting the Horn Dragon via this system. But I would have to craft all the way up to get to this. Yeah. Get 5 each season. Yeah, I'll save it. Nah, I want to raw dog this. I want to raw dog this, boys. We're going to raw dog as hail. I mean, I'm right there. Right? We're going to raw dog it. Holy shit, we're going to raw dog it. Okay. Hopefully this gets me to 45. I'm going to take a moment to go to the bathroom and be right back. We're going to do a big craft when I get back. Okay, so how the Gamba crafting system works, you're about to find out. You are about to find out, sir. I wonder if this took us to... Let's see if this took us there. No, still has not. Still, it has not taken us there. Do you have a heroic weapon? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No one wants Argentina to win. The refs basically gave Argentina a free ride to the final. I know, I know there's a lot of chatter there, but look, I'm a big Messi fan. I mean, I'm not a huge Messi fan, but I like Messi. I like Messi. And I like seeing greatness do great things, you know? And watching Messi win another World Cup, I think would be crazy. Although that new kid from Spain is kind of crazy too. That what's his name? I don't know what his name is. The darker skinned guy. Yamal, yeah. Am I saying that right? Yamal? I obviously don't follow soccer, so yeah. Is it Lamine Yamal? Yeah, isn't he like the future of Spain? He's like he's an omega juicer, no? He isn't doing anything great. Ref's doing all the work. With Yamin, really? I'd rather Spain win. Argentina is insufferable when they win. Why are they insufferable? Yeah, Jude Bellingham, dude, he's he kind of showed up, huh? Huge ego. I'm from Egypt, and we all know Argentina rigged it. Oh, man. I like Mbappe. Mbappe's great. Mbappe is great. So if a gray procs to green, do you keep the gray one? No. No. If you proc, you are essentially procking the quote-unquote splendid version. And then that splendid version can upgrade into another tier. Excuse me. And there's a 25% chance on each craft to proc a splendid. But here's the thing. So if you fail, though, it's Jover. That's the thing. If you fail, it's Jover. You lose the entire craft. That's the problem. Like that right there. See, I succeeded, right? But I didn't, because if this failed right there, I would have lost the entire craft. I wouldn't even get the successful gray. Everyone says rigged when their team loses in every sport. Yeah. Dude, I'm proccing a lot of splendids. What's going on here? See, that's the thing. Like when I craft my Horn Dragon, if it procs splendid, oh man, that means I have to essentially hit success twice. Because if I succeed, but then it procs splendid, and then I fail the splendid, I lose the entire craft. Bro, what are these procs, man? Jesus. Was I not getting any earlier when I went to the bathroom? Jesus. Yo, Drews, what's up, man? Oh, man. About to craft a ring. Or an earring. $45, it's done. It is done. Let's just finish the rest of these just in case one goes. 13, 39, 39 fines. God damn, these stacks are all so high. Okay. Oh shit. Wait, what did I do? Expert's diamond earrings? Is that what I wanted to craft? It was. Dude, I would have lost it if I accidentally crafted this. Holy shit. I would have lost it if I accidentally crafted that shit, man. Jesus. I'm starting my LA journey today thanks to John Pal. Okay, very nice. Ardent Butterfly 1. Well, thanks for hanging out with me in my stream. Let me know if you have any questions. Do you just disenchant all the grays? Pretty much. You can check to see if you can send them to the supply request for Abyss points. You fucker. You fucker. You fucker! Okay. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, like the base level 1 grays, they're worthless. I mean, you can sell them if you wanted to. Try to sell them if you want to. This crafting system, I know. It's gotten better though, Captain Tryhard. There's a guaranteed way to do it now. There's a guaranteed way to do it now, but this is, yeah. Do you lose all the experience from the grays and greens if the blue fails? Ooh, I actually don't know how the experience part works. I'm getting a lot of splendid procs. I actually don't know. Wait, if you fail a craft, do you not get the experience? I actually didn't stop to check, to be honest. Even if you fail, you get the XP. Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, I've never actually checked that. Another one, Jesus. Why do I have a feeling I'm gonna proc Splendent on my earring? But it's so, I'm gonna be so conflicted because if I proc Splendent and it fails on Splendent, I'm gonna be so fucking torn. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. God damn, you don't understand. My heart's starting to beat. This is gonna be so bad. Oh my gosh. I'm getting nervous already just thinking about this. I'm getting nervous already just thinking about this. Oh shit. Just sell it if it procs. No, I need it. I was gonna spend that money anyway. If it procs and it succeeds, then I'm fucking gaming. I'm just worried about it failing, man. It's gonna be like 100 mil down the drain. I'm essentially gambling to save, I don't know, maybe 70 to 100 mil. I haven't done the math exactly, but and the reason why I'm gambling this is because most of the cost I had mats for already. So it's kind of like, okay, well, if I have the mats, then, you know. Okay, I have a 25% chance to get the last one. Oh. 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 That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy though. Jesus. That's actually crazy though. And I've got 2 more. Get 8, 6 or 8. No, I have enough now. I have enough. Like if this were to proc, by the way, I have a 25% chance for this to proc. If it were to proc and I just sell it, bam, that's 9 mil. Bam, right there, I just hit 9 mil. I'm pretty sure these are selling for 9 mil. Pretty sure. All right, well, we got an extra. What are these selling for? Shall we see? 8 mil. Okay, I had to level my shit anyway, so we're Gucci. Okay, holy shit, guys, fuck. Yeah, this is minimal cost for us again because we had a lot of the mats. We had a lot of it. You know, like my gold is good, as you can see. Like it didn't really make a dent here. This is gonna make a little bit of a dent though. We need one of these bad boys. Okay. Wait a second. Where are we? Not tradable. Can't I substance morph this? Wait. Can't I? Ultimate refining stone? Can't I? Wait, I can't substance morph this? I could have sworn and also I had the mat yesterday. What happened? Wait. Alchemy, handicrafting. I have to buy this in the season shop. I could have sworn. Wait. Refining stones aren't... What am I doing? They're not substance morphable. Did that change or was that always the case? Shit. Let's see, do I have any chests? I could have sworn those were tradable. No tryhard? Weren't they? I swear to God they were. Like, for sure they were. Yeah. There's no way. They are. Okay, here we go. Jesus. Yeah. It wasn't showing on that. Oh, because it was showing me the bound version. Yeah. Soulbound Online. Yeah, it's in my title download. Yep. Okay. We need 3 Wrathful Egos. I need this is what it's going to be a little bit of an issue. So... Radiant Odals. I need to buy 20. I need to buy 20. I don't think I can buy... Wait, can I? Wait, can I? Gemstone. Radiant. Diamond gemstone. Okay, I need to buy how many of these? 20. Buy a stack of... Yeah, I could buy this. 20. And then I substance morph. Gemstone. Just morph 2. Okay. Guys! Ah! It's time. Wrathful Ego. How many of these? Wrathful Ego 3. How much are these? Three of these, 1.5? Yeah, we just buy these. Hey. Okay, holy shit, guys. Oh! Oh my god, I hate this! I fucking hate this. Guys. I don't have permission for... Dude, I'm not even the guild leader of my own guild. Dude, I'm not even the guild leader of my own goddamn guild, bro. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. We pray. Pray. Oh, it's bad luck to pray. Oops. It's bad luck to pray while we clip through. Okay. Boy. All right, guys, listen up. This is the crafting experience in AION 2. Buckle up, boys. We're about to craft a heroic horn dragon lord earring. In case you're not familiar, this is the BIS line, meaning this earring can eventually get upgraded to the best in slot earring in the game. Now, there are different ways to go about getting this item. However, the method that I have chosen today is the most dangerous method. This method includes a chance to fail, and should this fail, I lose everything. I lose everything here. It's gone. It's done. I have a 25% chance to proc a splendid version of this, a juiced version. Here's the kicker. If I succeed this craft, but then I proc the Splendent, I have to succeed the Splendent again. And if that fails, I lose everything again. I lose everything. It's gone. Now you may be wondering, why am I doing it this way? Well, because I had a lot of these stacked up. I just had it by playing the game. So this didn't actually cost me anything. It's going to cost me because this is part of my net worth, but I didn't actually go out of my way to purchase these mats. Well, I purchased a couple of things just to top it up, but more or less, for the most part, I got all of these mats just based off of what I currently had. So this is the reason why I'm doing it. Otherwise, I would actually just purchase everything on the auction house. Also for content. Here we go. Firing! Bro? Come on. Why is it going up so little? Oh! Yes. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I feel about... We're gaming. I don't know how I feel about Splendid. Okay, we're good. We're good. We did it. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that, boys. Whoo! I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that at all. That was a huge dub. Yeah. There's a chance it procs Splendid. If it procs Splendid, I'd be conflicted. Because if it did, I'd have to do that whole process over again. It would start from scratch, and if it failed, I would have lost the craft. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. We're up big. We're up big! We're up Big. Huge. Why is it not going so? I don't know, Tofu. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. Don't know. This is big, baby. Let's fucking go. All right. So now we take a look at what we get here. We soul bind this as hail. Oh shit. I'm actually gaming. Oh, dude, I got it. I got the attack line. That's the most important line on this. And I got a solid passive. We're actually up really big. Okay, here's what we do now. Now we go here and we turn this into a splendid for 60 mil. Oh, we're up so fucking big. And with all the leftover cash, I can get another splendid earring. That one I'm going to purchase off the auction house though. And we are actually just fucking Omega gaming. Fucking beautiful. Boom. Yeah, we are actually Omega gaming. Thank God this doesn't fail. Thank God this doesn't fail. I'm fucking gaming. I'm gaming so hard right now. I'm gaming right now. I'm gaming right now. Wow. I'm fucking good gaming right now. Oh, and I can sell that too. Wait, I hope I have enough to actually get this up. Shit. 483, that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Oh damn, one-shotting it to 12. Oh, okay, this is 200k for, yeah, we've used 200k or, oh, fuck. Damn, those fucking shorts are way too short. Ooh. Forgot to move my Kina over. I am fucking up big. I'm up big. I am really up big. I am up really, really big. Shit. Okay. Daily dungeon. No, I did these already. Fuck. Wait. Daily dungeon fisher. Unknown daily dungeon. Unknown fisher, yes. Yeah, we use all of these. Daily dungeon fisher. Okay, I think we're good there. All right, now we go daily dungeon. We do this. Dun. Way too short or not short enough. You guys are such. You know what I mean? $99.80. Can I do? I mean, I only have 20 clear tickets, so I'm gonna have to do this 4 more times anyway. Chaos Dungeon? Kind of. This is pretty much all the content in this game have weekly caps. Yeah, pretty much all the game in this content, you can stack entries and kind of do it at your own convenience. I don't think I'm gonna get 10k here. Maybe I do. Fuck, not even 9.5, dude. I need the movement speed. Rip. Maybe I should have used it at 9.5. Maybe I should have. Fuck. I don't understand the point tallying how it determines rewards. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. I don't know exactly either. It's just pretty sure. Oh, good. I'm pretty sure it's just how fast you clear the rooms. It seems to be the only common denominator that I can kind of see myself. You always want to take the mobs move faster buff on this. Fuck! I really should have picked that other one. Damn. Oh, yeah, 99. How did I get 99.80, man? I think I need to focus on attacking the close ones more. Shit. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that lag. Okay, 9,800. Okay, good. Good. Let's clear this. Okay. Challenge again. You want to stand still in the corners? I think I feel like that would take too long. I feel like it would take too long. It's better to stay in the middle, right? Because they're spawning around you. The ones that spawn all the way in Zimbabwe, that would take too long, no? Dude, range melee just fucking rip. Okay, we're done. Dun, 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 dun. Did the crafting go well? It did. Thanks for asking. We got it, man. We're up big with it, man. We are up big with it, bro. Where did it go? Enhance. Okay, that's plenty. Yep. Speaking of enhanced, behavior cell. I need more amplify stones. Dun, dun, dun. Why he no mention ping dependent in this game? People with 10 to 15 to 15%. Brother, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? You enter the channel and you expect me to immediately just start talking about. You immediately start expecting me to talk about how ping dependent this game. Like why? Like brother, I talk about how ping dependent this game is all the time, man. I got my eyes on you, Kanon Lover X. I'm pretty sure you're one of them. My mods are watching you. My mods are watching you. Goldilocks, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, those deserve 10 gifted. I appreciate that, man. Goldilocks GG VIP for you, sir, for 1 full month. Thank you. It's the least I can do. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Thank you. Nico, no, that's not guys. Nico is my friend. Him and I disagree all the time. We go into debates, all that stuff. We argue, sure, but Nico's a great, like, I like Nico a lot. Nico's he's a good friend of mine. I genuinely think of him as a good friend. Did you know he's actually my first VIP on Twitch? He is. He's my first registered VIP. I actually could show you my VIP log. Yeah. Okay, we crafted that, right? Goldie, thank you once again for the 10. That's huge, man. I seriously, I really do appreciate that. That's fucking huge. The goat. Okay, that went awesome. Amp 1. This Templar alt is actually it's actually been very, very helpful. It's been very, very helpful. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's been actually super helpful having this. Yeah, when I play on global, guys, I'm going to push alts pretty early. Like once I'm done, once I'm done with my main leveling and I have pretty much all the horizontal, not all the horizontal, but at least all of the secret dungeons and feathers done, I'm gonna immediately push a second alt. I'm gonna probably get 2 or 3 alts, maybe even 2 or 3 alts up, maybe 2 additional alts. Maybe I play 2 additional alts, so 3 characters total, and get them to at least Crow Cave, so that they could start stacking energy. Is that still a thing, by the way, guys? Do you still have to get to Crow Cave just to start beginning to stack energy? That used to be how it was. I hope AION going to have something similar to Riot to help with ping problem. I don't think so. I don't think it will. Karina most generally don't offer that. I didn't forget you. I'm watching you. That's why I'm watching you, because I didn't forget you. Watching you, bro. Watching you, Azale. Bam. Okay. What is the percentage? Oh man. We take yellow damage boost. We take yellow damage boost as hail. We take yellow damage boost as hail. For other lines kind of shit, but yeah, we don't have that many stones, so we take it. Okay, so boom. Okay. Soul binding. Yeah, my earring lines, I need to... I need passives here. Massive rage, impact hits, dominance. Okay. Let's get rid of those, yeah. Pretty sure there's a supply request for it. These are just regular artisans. Okay. I can actually sell this. 7.3. I think I do sell it. We'll see. Okay, I need to do one more Hall of Illusion expedition so I can get my Philosophizer Stone. I'm going to do that real quick. $560 brawler. Ooh, we got a 560 brawler. I kind of want to see how much he pumps. Let's see how much this guy pumps, yeah? Low. Oh, yeah, I need to turn this off. Oh, shit. I'm late. No. Look at that brawler. Look at that brawler pump. Telling you, our fucking damage is... You know what, guys? That brawler's got 40 gear score on me. We kept up. That's not bad. That's not bad. 489 to 436. And he had a head start there, too. I was late to the fight. It's not bad, boys. That's not bad. Thank you, Kanon Lover X. That means a lot. Thank you. This guy is so fucking... You guys see that? You guys see that right there? That's right, brawler. That's right, 560 gear score brawler. I got you. I done got you. I done got you, baby. I got your ass, son. Kanon destroyed his streaming career. Someone should make top 5 moments, Kanon's killing moments video. Brother, yo, final. Listen. You gonna keep spouting negativity out your mouth? That's a one-way ticket out of here. You better watch yourself too. You better watch yourself too, man. You better watch out, man. We are actually pumping though. Jenny. That guy, the Templar is actually holding aggro quite well. All right, good group. Good group. We absolutely fucking pumped there. We absolutely fucking pumped there, man. Your ping sucks. Will your DPS suffer? Significantly. 17 is confirmed, but yeah, it's a leak. I wouldn't say it's confirmed though. Definitely not confirmed. Okay. Nice. We needed to do that because we got this. Yes. Yes. This is going to be big. I've been waiting for these gains. So now check this out, guys. Check this out. Okay? Check this out. We got the helmet. Fuck. If I flurry this, I get that, but no, I need to equip this first. And then the next Philosopher's Stone goes to that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. The helmet. We soulbind this up. And we philosophizer this. Wait, what is this? Why is it showing as two separate? Is it because it's in my storage? Is that why? That's kind of weird if that's the case. Yeah, it is. That's weird. All right. I need attack percentage. Attack increase. Mental conversion. I knew I wasn't going to get it the first try. That's okay. Okay, now we use our stones. Attack increase. Please! I cannot equip this until I get attack increase, man. I cannot. Please! Bro, do you know how many times I've rolled on this piece of gear? FYI? Do you know how many times I've rolled on this piece of gear? The amount of times I've rolled on this piece of gear for attack increase, it's actually crazy. Is this where you get PvE damage? So armor, you get PvE damage tolerance. This is a dungeon piece of gear, so I don't have it on by default. I would get it via the potential. Yeah, it's like I think it's a 2% chance, right? 1.3. Dude, I for sure have dude, I feel like I've definitely rolled at least 80 times. I've got, yeah, it's got to be 100 now. Like, I'm due. Laws of probability state that I'm due. What's the point of this? Sync stones, transfer stones. This is Opage. This is actually Omega Page. How hard are the stones to get? They're not that. You get them on every dungeon run, right? Like you get a decent bit. It's just fuck the RNG. You know what I mean? It's not like you get one reroll attempt every week or something crazy. No. Like as you run dungeons, you'll continue to get them. Like if you could run dungeons infinitely, you can just farm like just nonstop. But obviously you're gated by your energy, right? That's a good helmet. I have that too. Yeah. This is why we don't go for skills on helmet and cloak before attack, incoming, and smite. Yeah, but like I have to do it this way. If generally speaking, yeah, like you want to make sure you get right lines and stuff. Like there's a way to be a lot more effective with this. Which, by the way, this is another reason why. One of the big reasons why this catch-up growth event was so juiced is like they gave us decked out yellow gear that had all the right lines, pretty much all the right lines, which is huge, right? What more is there to do when you finish your a lot, man? Let's just assume you're done with horizontal, which that for global launch is going to take a while. No. You can farm, I believe, up to 1 million Kina in the open world, but you also have, assuming you have a subscription, currently there's 2 abyss zones. So those 2 abyss zones, you have 14 hours a week. So 28 hours total where you can go into an abyss and farm as much gold as you could possibly farm in that abyss zone. You also farm abyss points, but the abyss points are capped, but the gold, I believe, is not capped in the abyss zone. So on top of all the dungeons, on top of all the horizontal, on top of the open world, just general open world farming, you also have the abyss that you can farm as well. And on top of that, there is no gate or cap to life skilling and crafting. So you can always go out there, life skill, gather shit, and sell your stuff, craft stuff, sell your stuff. And that is also, it can be quite lucrative. It's not like, oh, you're going out there and you're essentially doing it to make fucking, pennies on the dollar. It's especially during the launch, going out there gathering and shit, it can net you quite a bit of money. I hate this game. I cannot equip this fucking piece of gear. I cannot. I can't do it. I just can't do it until I fucking get that line. Oh man. I'm here now, so you get that line. What do you mean? I'm done. I can't. I'm already done. Like I can't get the line. What do you mean? What do you mean? I can't get it. I'm done. It's Jover for me. It's okay. We got a massive earring upgrade though. We did get a massive earring upgrade though. That was good. Fire Tassin. I need to get another Philosophizers from the season, and then I have to run. Oh man, I gotta run this Heart of Illusion again. Morphine about to go all in for Ion 2 Global. Good. Good. We need the help. Gouda Chiza. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Yes. See, now you're saying it. Now you saying it as hell. Bro, our factions. I need to swap off this server, dude. We just got to 45 on Taiwan. Time to learn the game. Let me know if you have any questions, White. I think I did these, right? Yeah, I did these. Yeah, we did these. Did I finish my scrolls? Did I finish all of my scrolls? I did. Okay, we do. I'm gonna see if I can quickly do this. And then... Dun, 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 dun. Which one was this? What was this build? Oh, this was that. Okay, I see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, can you survive without the market? Yeah. You don't... It kind of depends on what you're trying to do, right? But you don't have to interact with the marketplace. Most of your shit comes from your actual character. In fact, I think I would say there's a lot of people that won't even interact with the market. Other than, I guess, other than to sell stuff. Like, you'll probably sell stuff. It's not as, it's shit. Yep, can't do that right now. Will global be infested with bots? For sure. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the auction house is obvious. It's an MMO. It's obviously useful, right? But it's not as mandatory compared to some other games. Why is crafting better than getting dropped from the raid? So crafted gear, you have to understand, dungeon gear is like this too, like crafted gear. So here, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Pretty sure they made the dungeon gear upgradable now. Let's see. So yeah, you go here, transfer crafting. Let's go like this, for example, Dragon Lord. Can you transfer the dungeon gear now? Sanctuary. No. Armor. Oh shit, I was thinking armor. Yeah, so here we go. Sorry. The reason why the crafted gear is better, if you look here, right, you go to Sanctuary, and let's take a look at this right here. Corroded Sovereign's Cinder Blade, right? This is for longsword. This right here versus this being the crafted. This is the crafted series. There is no PvE damage boost on the dungeon gear, and this is a lot. However, they added the ability to add PvE damage boost to dungeon gear. But correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't use this with the dungeon gear, but I believe it's half the value. So I think the weapon would be at max. I think it's PvE damage boost 2.5%. Can I get some confirmation on that? But it's less than the crafted gear from my understanding. So crafted gear, and then the crafted gear you can take all the way up. So like, for example, I have that Star Dragon, right? That Star Dragon goes all the way into Dark Dragon, Ebony Dragon, Demonic Dragon, all the way into Horn Dragon, and then the Horn Dragon eventually goes all the way into Splendent Nemesis Dragon, 134. And Sanctuary's highest weapon is Lava Heart, which is 128. This is the highest grade PvE weapon, the Lava Heart. So yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, so you can turn your corroded into a Lava Heart. Yeah, so you can upgrade the PvE weapon that you get in that raid. Like corroded, you can turn that into the Lava Heart with these mats as well. So you can go the dungeon route, or you can go the other route. Now, it's important to note though, the raid weapon, the PvE weapon though, it's extendable. So while you get a little bit less damage with PvE damage boost, you get more range on your weapon. So this could be really, really good for PvP, but I don't really give a fuck about PvP. Extendables are pretty sick. Yeah. Every PvE min-maxer should life skill to craft. Yes and no, you can purchase it too. You can purchase it too, MQ. So this is how it works, just so you know, okay? So PvE damage boost you get on your weapons, your accessories. PvE damage boost. You see this? I don't have it on this because this is non-crafted. So you can see this was my original character way back in the day, and you can see the direction I was going with this character was crafted. I was trying to go full crafted. Dark Dragon Lord, right? PvE damage boost here with the Star Dragon here, Star Dragon necklace. I was going for this because the PvE damage boost was huge, and back in the day you couldn't add the PvE damage boost to your PvE items. Now, with that said, the accessories give you PvE damage boost, but your armor gives you PvE damage tolerance. It doesn't give you boost. Yeah, it doesn't give you boost. It gives you tolerance. So a lot of the endgame players do is they'll actually go into dungeon armor. Faded Shadow used to be the highest grade dungeon heroic prior to the big update, and now it's this new set, Lava Heart. Everyone's going for Lava Heart. Well, you could get Lava Heart in Sanctuary. I believe you can get it in Sanctuary. You can get the weapons. No, I guess you can't get the armor. So they added Lava Heart armor. Where is this? It's here. So the new dungeon that just dropped, people are the people that are at like 900 plus, they're transitioning from Faded Shadow to Lava Heart. That's what they're doing. And again, a big reason why they're doing it is because PvE damage tolerance not as important compared to PvE damage boost. It makes you tankier, which is great, objectively better, but is it really necessary? Because it's going to be a lot more expensive to go into full crafted. But if you do want full crafted Omega fucking juice, you're a goddamn like just bis out the bis, then even with the armor, you would want to go you'd want to go Splendid Nemesis Dragon Lord. But no one, this is like on another level. Why you don't care about PvP? Because I'm not going to be doing PvP. The main focus in this game, so PvE content is the main focus of this game. However, I think NCSoft has done a good job not neglecting the PvP and keeping the PvP relevant. So if you're looking to PvP in this game, go for it. Do it. I'm not going to do it. And a big reason why I'm not going to do it is because you cannot min-max PvE and PvP. You can't, you can't do it unless you're like an Omega Whale. Because in order to PvP, you need to PvE. And in order to PvE, you need PvE gear. So you're going to end up pushing like two different gear sets, and you cannot min-max both. And for example, let's say you're using a crafted, let's just say you're using a crafted weapon, which you could absolutely use for PvP, right? It's the most damage, slightly less range, but like the lines that you're going to get might be different. You might want to min-max differently with your lines for PvE versus PvP. Pretty much, long story short, it's more expensive to push both, to the point where I feel like most people just aren't going to be able to do it. And I don't give a fuck. Like, the content with PvP for me is simply not good enough for me to justify focusing on the PvP over the PvE. The PvE content is all pretty much just instanced focused content, which is fine, but yeah, just not I think the PvE content is way better. So that's what I'm gonna do. What was I doing here? Fuck, I forgot to do my duties on my other character. Yeah, let me do my duties on my other character real quick. Just PvP with equalized BG and stuff. Yeah, I think that's great advice. Yeah, for sure. So all this gear will become replaced? No. So well, yeah, it will be replaced, but it'll be upgraded. Well, mostly. Well, the PvE armor so far, it'll be upgraded. So, okay, all right. So here's how it works. When it comes to crafting, like, if this is the greatsword that you have, or the here, I want to say. I want to say this was like the BIS weapon. I feel like this was like the highest grade weapon when I was playing. I don't remember, but when they increased the cap and went more vertical, this became the feeder mat to then be upgraded into the next tiers, right? Like, for example, right now I have a splendid horned dragon lord. That can be fed into this, and then this can be fed into this, and this is the BIS weapon. This is the highest grade weapon, right? So yeah, it's like your pre-existing gear isn't completely irrelevant, but it is used to go more vertical. And then other items, like, for example, your armor, maybe you have Faded Shadow. This doesn't directly go into the Lava Heart armor, but you can transfer it over, so it would effectively kind of be the same thing, or your current gear does get transferred over. So yeah, it's not a complete waste. You're not starting over from scratch. Do I want to roll the dice with this? Fuck it, let's roll the dice. The fuck? What the hell are these, man? Why am I not getting... Okay. Do all those required materials come from PvE content? Yes. Yes. Keena's king. Keena's king. You're gonna be doing dungeons. Like you like dungeons and raids. Like, you cannot play this game without doing dungeons and raids. It's not possible. There's way too much power on the board. Like for example, Devanian board tiles. You get this from Transcendence. You get this from Expeditions, Dungeon. You get these from Dungeons. You can get Stigma shards for your for these with Dungeons. You get extra skill points with Nightmare. With Nightmare, all of your gains are coming from PvE. In PvP, the PvP content that you'll mainly do to give you gains would be the Abyss, right? And the Abyss, when you're in there, you're farming mobs or players. And that gives you Abyss currency, and it gives you Kina being gold, obviously really good value there. But you get this, and this Abyss right here, you can use to purchase your base level gear, and you could also use it for other things like wings, cosmetics, and other board point. Like, this is your PvP board, and Stigma shards. And here's here's a decent example of why I'm just gonna like, I don't want to focus on PvP because it's gonna hold me back from min-maxing my PvE gear. And here's a good example. If I have Stigma, if I have Abyss points, if I'm PvPing, I need to get gear. There's other things I need to do. But with but if I'm just focusing on PvE, every single Abyss point I get, I could just put it into getting Stigma shards and really just max out my Stigma shit like ASAP. Right? I would have to, if I'm PvPing, I'm gonna have to put some of that shit into my PvP gear. And it's like, sure, if that's what you want to do, that's not a problem, but that's not what I want to do. I want a full send min-max one type of thing. Can you transfer into a Gundam like AION 1? No. This game out for EU already? No. Do you think it's best? Do you think the best is focusing on PvE and taking PvP Abyss damage to take decent equipment? You know what? I would ask my boy Joey on PvP advice and how, like, if you're trying to PvP and you want to be relevant in PvP, but obviously don't want to neglect PvE, I'd ask my boy Joey on what his approach is, because he's someone that is going to be and has been doing that. He has been doing that. If you ask me what's the best way to min-max your gains for your PvP gear, as someone that wants to do PvP and PvE, I'm probably not going to be the best person, because my entire playthrough outside of the very beginning part of this game has been just straight up full PvE. So I probably can't give you the best advice on how to really min-max gains via that way, but off the top of my head, I would just think, know which pieces you are going to use for PvP. I would imagine, you know, if you're not really trying to min-max for PvP, but be relevant in PvP, but also, you know, be really strong in PvE, I would think just, I don't know. The thing is, I feel like in PvP, you have to have PvP accessories and weapons. Like, I feel like you have to, but then I think right now PvE weapons are more they offer more damage than PvP weapons. I'm pretty sure PvE weapons outscale the PvP weapons just because it goes higher vertically right now, but that will probably change in the near future, and that might not be the case for our global launch. But during our launch, when we didn't have all this, you know, Nemesis shit, if you wanted a PvP, you had to be in full PvP gear. Right now, it's a mix. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a mix of PvE and PvP gear, mainly because PvE gear has kind of outscaled the PvP gear, like 134, right? Let me see. I think, like I said, ask Joey because I'm not a PvPer now, but I think this would be the highest. Yeah, 128 PvP damage boost, 10%. I don't know how this would scale with Nemesis, Splendid Nemesis being 134, right? I'm pretty sure the PvE weapon is what you want to go for, and it would be way too expensive to push both. It would be way too fucking expensive to push both. Good fucking luck. But when that day occurs, or when that day happens, that'll be a fucking bitch if you want to actually have a PvP weapon. If we look at the arena ranking right now, let's look at the overall guy. Jixia, he's been up here. He has a lava heart, so he's using an extendable PvE weapon. He is not using a PvE. He's using a PvP guard. He's using a PvE weapon. He's using PvE shoulders, PvP, mix of PvP and PvE there. I mean, this is insanely expensive. Like, the thing is, right, if you are PvPing, you need, whether it's PV, I don't know, man. It's just gonna be really expensive to push this shit up, dude. PvP gloves, PvP cloak. Also, look at his lines, man. Like, look at this. Status effect chance 29.4%. Pretty sure that's a very important stat in PvP. I'm not taking that. You will never see this line with a PvE guy. You're never going to see it. These are the lines you're going to see on a PvE guy. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm not going. Like, Guys, if your solution to this is just hey, just push up 2 weapons, bro, no. not a feasible solution for 99.99% of the player base, right? I just don't want to, I don't want, like, this guy, there's no way this guy can min-max damage in PvE. Now, is it possible he power creeps everything anyway? Sure, maybe, but yeah, I'm just gonna send it that way. Yeah, just ask Joey for his advice on how he wants to, on how he advises or recommends to go about pushing up both sets. But just know you'll never be able to min-max PvE if you focus on PvP gear. You'll never be able to do it. I caved and bought the leopard dress K-pop girl cosmetic. Only cosmetic on Vive because it's limited. Tried to recreate her face, but it was hard as fuck. Really? You bought her, huh? She is cute. Which one did I get? I got her. She kind of looks the same. They kind of look similar. I feel like this girl was way prettier in person than her character. And the AION one used to have at least 3 sets. Yeah, really? Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. I didn't play too much AION one. Hi Joey. Yeah, there's Joey right there. I forgot who asked that question. I apologize for forgetting your name, but I was just telling my someone was asking about how to go about what I recommend how I would recommend going about, like, gearing up his PvP stuff, like what to focus on for a PvPer that wants to, obviously, you know, you have to PvE in this game too. So I just told him to ask you about what you would recommend to be the most effective way to go about balancing that PvE and PvP. Don't all K-pop stars look similar? Chabadoba. What is your smite right now, Joey, on your character? You know what the stat is called in Korean? Joey, do you know what the stat is called in Korean? Like the actual Korean translation. Like if you were to set your game to Korean, do you know what it says? It's 강타. It's literally the same word as heavy attack in Throne of Liberty. The same exact, like heavy attack in Throne of Liberty, when you play the Korean version, that stat is labeled 강타, and smite in this game is also labeled 강타. It's literally the same stat, same name in Korean, but in the global version they decided to change the name. yeah. 강타 means like heavy hit, pretty much. When it gets translated, it always goes to bang. Yeah, bang. Yeah. The translate, you know, ChatGPT is actually a really good. It's really good for Korean translation to English. Fuck! I thought I would have time to play some Glad today. I don't think I'm gonna have that much time. We got like an hour and a half. What am I doing? I've got my mobbing build. What am I doing? Dun, 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 dun. Just play subpar PvE to PvP. Yeah, you can do that. You can absolutely do that. And also keep in mind, this would actually be what I'm about to say would actually be a more of a pro, I guess. But if you are looking to PvP, you know, again, don't forget that pretty much almost all the content in this game gets power crept anyway. So you could, you know, make the argument of, well, there's no point in min-maxing PvE anyway when we're just gonna power creep most of the content anyway, and that's fair. Although I don't know if you fully send PvP gear how easy the PvE will be. Also, you got to understand our version is going to be quite different to current KR. You know, you have to understand everyone's starting from scratch, limited content, limited gear, limited resources, way less power from horizontal. You know what I mean? It's going to be different. There's like our version, we will for sure have challenging content. Like you guys will unless they change it, right? But the likelihood that a lot of you guys will struggle in gatekeep to do Fire Temple is really high. When Vakrin comes out, yeah, you guys are gonna probably gatekeep because I don't think the content will be heavily power crept by then. We don't know that AION 2 first published. Yeah, maybe they could. Yeah, 100% Swixy. Yeah. I just don't think that they're going to do that. It wouldn't make sense to just completely, like, imagine if we had what we have right now as the global launch. Is it possible? 100%. But it just wouldn't make sense to do it, right? Like, content... you want to space out your content. You do. You don't want to just launch everything and then you're waiting for content because you launched way too much in the beginning. And I know for a fact Tico is of this belief because we talked about it during Throne, like in person. And Tico is a big part of this team. So is Krolon. I talked to these guys. Well, mainly Tico, right? Tico with Throne wanted to get caught up to KR, but didn't want to rush the content, wanted to make sure that the content was spaced out so that there was good content cadence, right? So I'm like, dude, I would bet the house that they're going to do the same thing with this game. I would bet the house. Okay, finally finish that. Now we go back. You wonder if Tico's Latino? Good question. I don't think he is, but I can kind of see it. I think I can kind of see it. Okay, now with this character, what day is it today? It's Sunday. Okay, this character, I've gotten, oh my gosh, wait, did I never do this? Can I do this? I should be able to. Damn, I never actually did this. Fuck. Okay, holy shit. What is the ILO requirement for this? 3450. Ooh, no wonder. I deal Z to this guy. Nightmare. What is the... Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm barely there. Here's what I'm gonna do. Wait, where are my instant clear tickets with this character? Should have a bunch, no? Why not? Where are they? I could have sworn I had instant clear tickets with this. Where did they go? Huh. I haven't done Citadel Hard. The only two pieces of content that I've done that I haven't done yet is Citadel Hard and Moosepell. Well, actually, the new one too. The new. I also haven't done Ordeal. We'll probably do that pretty soon. No. Fuck, I forgot. I don't know why I didn't use that. No. I don't know what I can. I should be able to clear one more. Just get this to 12. We'll just get this to 12. Actually, less overall DPS doing it that way. The heck is that? No. I actually don't remember them. Oh shit. Okay. Now I just need to do some dungeon runs. Flowers and Stoops tried 50 times last night and couldn't beat Tyrant Tassin. That's a tough fight, man. Yeah, Tyrant Tassin ain't no joke. It's a good fight. It's kind of funny. It's like those fights exist, so I can't wait to see people that were saying, oh, macros in this game and whatnot. Oh, this game is brain dead. It's too easy. I cannot wait to see those people do fights like Tyrant Tassin. Oh man, that's gonna be great. Ascension trial. I need to do that for, I don't know what level can I. Maybe I'll just do extreme. Flowers beat it, did he? Flowers is a gamer. Zykel, oh dude, Zykel is no joke either, man. Dude, I do so little damage on this character. What's up, Nay? Nay Trano? Is it Nay Trano? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Global, man. Global's gonna be fun. Global will be fun. I am really curious as to what content they'll give us at launch, though. How they're gonna go about it. They definitely better have the shared feathers, though. Holy shit. Yo, Ashi, what's up, man? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. I'll have a clear ticket thing. You know of a good cleric on Taiwan that could help me set up macro skills and stuff? I don't. I don't. Joy, are you going? You're playing JP, right? You're playing JP server. No shot you're going to be playing NA. Not you. Not Joey the Great. Yo, is Little Fatty still in Asia? It would be sub only. Oh, really? No swiping. Good for you, man. Good shit. Good stuff, man. I'm assuming you're gonna do the classes, etc., before global. A video. Yeah. I'll do like a beginner's guide, what to expect with each class type of thing. In that video, do you guys want me to include performance breakdowns, like how they're currently performing in Korea? I don't know if you want me to do that. Should do it by phases if there are any. Well, the good thing about the Korean brackets is oh shit. The good thing about the Korean brackets is they show by gear score bracket. Yeah, I'll definitely do some collabs with Joey, man. Joey's the GOAT. I love Joey. How long did it take KR to release the gauntlet from launch? 7 months. 8 months. It launched at the beginning of this month, right? Pretty much July 1st. Wasn't it July 1st? Or like first week of July? I'm pretty sure it was first week of July, right? Game came out, I believe, in November, did it not? So, yeah, 8 months. Was it not? Bro, I saw a video. I saw someone posted on my my YouTube video. I don't know why people are so dumb. I swear to God, man. It's always like this. It's so fucking funny. This one dude was like, I think there was one comment that was like, I just remember because you said stop the cap in chat corpus. Someone was like, stop the cap. Your friend has like full PvP plus 10 amulet. He's like breaking down the gear and shit. I'm like, he's like, he's not a non-spender. Stop the cap. I'm like, bro, like I never showed my friend's gear in the video. Like, what are you talking about? Like this guy has no idea who my friend is, what his name is. I didn't show anything in regards to my friend. I just simply said I have a friend that's in this bracket. And this guy, I think what he did was, I think he looked up the gear to the 2 pumpers that were up there. I think Honey and the King Sting guy. I think. Let me see. Did he? I'm not sure. I think, hold on. I think he looked up these 2 people. Does the let me see.
48 Pog.
Yo, Tough. Thank you so much for the 48 months, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you. Saying like the runes and stuff. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was like he was talking as if he investigated the gear. I think he was, yeah, I think it was this guy. I think it was Honey. Yeah, because he's got a PvP amulet. I think he investigated this guy's gear. He's like, this guy, there's no way this guy is, and I'm just like, bro, I didn't show. Like in my video, I said, In my video, I said that I have a friend in this bracket, and just so you know, these other two guys who are leading in DPS parsing for their respective classes on Glad and Sin are also here. This is their gear score. They're also in that same bracket. And I showed those guys' names, and I think he thought that this honey guy was my friend I was referring to that was in that 920 bracket. And this dude is like calling me a liar or some shit because I'm like, bro, like come on, like just listen to what, like, how do you misunderstanding something and then talking shit is like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. It happens all the time in the comment section. It's crazy, man. And that 100% that guy's gonna go around now and tell all of his friends Kanon is lying about, he's playing down the pay to win, he's lying to his viewers. I'm not, this is not, I don't know if he did this, but this is usually how it pans out. He's gonna misunderstand. He's gonna go around telling people that I'm playing down the pay to win, and then I'm lying, saying that I have a friend that's in that bracket, and I'm either lying or I'm so out of touch with the game I don't know what I'm talking about. It's gonna go in one of those. It's probably gonna be going in that direction. Right? It's like all of that because this dude could not comprehend what I was saying in the video. Okay, we got some pretty decent mats here. Now I gotta burn some energy. I need to level my Glad. I need to level my fucking Glad. I gotta give myself a full hour of leveling my Glad today. Mandatory. Okay, expedition. How much energy do I have? 574. Okay, we burn a little bit. We burn this a little bit. Yeah. What am I? I'm 248 on this. The fuck? This guy's 850. What is he doing here? Chinese lobby as hell. I'm not, I was saying one day your friend sounds like an inspiration to free-to-play players, and I'm not sure who it was, but someone responded, the guy with 10 plus alts. Not sure if that's true or not. What does that mean? 10 plus alts. What is an alt? What is that? I don't know what that is. $209. I wonder if that's good, huh? No. He doesn't have 10 plus alts. He does play a lot of alts though. He plays 4 alts. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he says he plays 4 alts. A lot of people just talk out their ass. A lot of people misunderstand things and then talk out their ass. It happens all the time. Who was that one free-to-play juicer you said had four alts? Is the same one Canner's? Probably not. Joey doesn't know my friend. I did in my video I did clarify though. I posted an updated pin comment. This guy, my friend who's who's in the 920 bracket, you guys have to understand that that's not the norm though. Like he's the ceiling. So I did clarify that in my video. Most free-to-play players that have been playing since launch and actively playing, I'd say most of them are probably in the 800s. Probably lower 800s. It really kind of depends on how much you're playing, how much you're committed to the game. Luck obviously has a lot to do with it too, but yeah, probably 800s is more of a realistic expectation right now. I didn't get the other. He just said he's just gonna go to the. Why is this guy doing this? Nuno, I have a video going over the monetization. You should take a look. It's on my YouTube. Posted it like yesterday. It's on there for you to see. Dude, we all got correct. Wait, what happened there? What the fuck? What? This game is pretty different. TNL, man, it's pretty different. Just burn it. Fuck. Yeah, it's pretty different, man. I think the combat and the PvE content in this game is better, personally. Gimme the Kina, yeah. Gimme Kina. Gimme Kina. Do I feel like I always get more yellow drops in Dying Dramata than I do in Hall of Farts, man? I don't know why. I kind of just do. For whatever reason. Kind of just do. Maybe we go again. One more. I don't know if they're gonna want to go again. Oh, he left. Two people left. All right, we're leaving. 495. That's okay. That's good enough. That's good enough. We hop on the Gladiator. I need some Gladiator prog. What are our chests going for right now? It's not loading. I need to get that other earring. $173 still. All right. All right, let's get out of here. Hi, Zypho. How are you? Yeah, Danger Motto's good. Honestly, Hall of Farts is not that bad. It's pretty quick too. It's pretty quick. The time it takes you to get from second boss to third boss is super quick. It's super quick. Super quick. What seems a lot different from AION, probably the game I most enjoyed. You basically farm dungeons like instance with fast queues here. Is there a video you got on the game? Yeah, I will make a video for sure. Is it worth playing type of game, rating game, all that stuff. The general gameplay loop is like Lost Ark. If I were to try to explain this game to someone that has played Lost Ark, I would say, okay, AION 2, in a nutshell, is like a 3D version of Lost Ark that looks graphically better, that actually has a seamless open world. So the world element, that immersion part of it, feels like an actual MMO with better, more significant PvP content. Lost Ark having no content now. They completely removed it. Side content though. 3D, sexier graphics, but with dungeons and raids that are at least one tier below. At least. So the dungeons and raids in AION 2, despite being a dungeons and raids focused game, they're not as good as Lost Ark, but they're good. They're still pretty solid. Like the combat, dungeons and the combat and raids in Lost Ark are definitely better, but that's not to say they're bad in this game. I think they're pretty solid in this game. Yeah. Sorry, that wasn't really in a nutshell, was it? Okay. Let's do this real quick. What do I do once I reach level 45? You do what I'm doing. Just do all the side content, do all the horizontal content, push up your gear, unlock, get to 270k combat power so you can push up to level 50. Fuck, Gladiator is going to be kind of fun. Yeah, part of me kind of hopes that I enjoy Gladiator to the extent I just don't play Brawler anymore. That'd be kind of nice. How many alts do you have? I don't really play alts. I have one alt on my main account, and this is a completely separate account, just to kind of get a feel for Gladiator. I'm also not going to swipe on this account, other than membership, of course. I did get the membership. Okay, let's go to... We need to complete all of this. Yeah, make sure you do your Arcanas are definitely big. I think it's actually done pretty well. It gets you just short of the new content to allow you or force you to learn how to actually upgrade your gear. It kind of forces you to learn about the gearing process, like with Arcana and just your armor and gear and whatnot. One more hour, Chibi. Are you, how excited are you for this game? Are you pumped? Is you pumped? How's all your characters so fast? Movement speed? I mean, these are all just boosted characters through the event. The event boosts you significantly. Movement speed, or I got face paint on Kanon? No, you don't. You're lying, Chibi. You are lying. You're lying as hail. By the way, guys, we are not going to be doing our Ragnarok stream today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I want to end so I can watch the World Cup. Today's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. A little bit of a shorter stream. And then after the game, guys, I'll probably come back. Fuck, what am I doing? After the game, I'll probably go live on my alt. Maybe. It depends. Actually, maybe not. I have to see. Maybe I have some IRL stuff I need to do. We'll see. Kind of depends. I keep forgetting today is Sunday. How have you been? Sorry, dude. I missed your message. I don't know if Extra Salted is still in the chat on YouTube. Let me know if you're still there. Sorry, I missed your... Oh, man. He sent a message 30 minutes ago, and I'm just reading it now. Oh. Yeah, to be fair, man, my YouTube chat doesn't really move very fast. You know, like, I feel like if my YouTube chat moved faster, I wouldn't forget to look at it, right? I mean, that's fair, isn't it? Isn't that fair? We have been getting a decent amount of YouTube viewers, though. Guys, seriously. We've been getting like 100 viewers a stream now. Yeah, we're at 93 right now. How's Brawler? I haven't seen a lot of streamer coverage. It's good. I think it's... We don't know how it performs at the highest levels yet, but if the mid-levels, early levels and mid-levels, mainly mid-levels, are any indication of how it's going to perform, it is going to be one of the top parsing classes, if not possibly the highest parsing class in the game. Our burst is unmatched. It just is. Again, unless it changes at the highest levels, it's just our first 10-ish seconds. It's just unmatched by any class, even assassin. And then obviously it goes down, but we realistically have a very big, I want to say probably 20-ish second burst window. And considering fights, most fights at that level, at the very top, most fights end in like 20 to 30 seconds. It's, you know, they're just gonna be at the top of the leaderboard. So we'll see. Yeah, our first, well, first of all, our first 5 to 10 seconds is crazy, which I would imagine PvP would be amazing too. But our first 5 to 10 seconds crazy. But yeah, our first like 20 seconds is still very, very high. It obviously starts falling off after that like 7 to 10 second mark, but yeah, I mean, it's still very, very high. It's not like you lose half your damage after, you know, it's not like you lose 80% of your DPS after, you know, another 5 seconds or so. But yeah, the majority of that 20 to 30 second fight is going to be within the big burst window for Brawler. And yeah, once we get Brawlers that are super fucking geared up there, myself included, I'm pushing. I've got a lot of upgrades on the table there waiting. It's just going to juice, man. I really do think it's going to be one of the top classes. You gotta understand though, just generally speaking in this game, positional classes, melee classes, right? Your DPS falls off significantly if you do content where the boss actually goes into certain mechs, right? If there's a boss that has a mech where it like flies away or goes to the center or something like that, your DPS is going to tank like during those periods, and that's when the ranged / hitmaster classes start to really catch up in DPS. So this is the reason why I think this context is important when you're looking at the DPS numbers, because you're gonna see Sin in Gladiator now just at the top of the charts like crazy, right? But what doesn't get reflected is that those numbers are majority based off of 20-30 second fights, sometimes up to 1 minute. So, you know, obviously it really depends. You know, some of the final bosses, it'll take like a minute. But other than that, most of the, you know, the first, second bosses that also get parsed, those are like 20 to 30 second fights. And when you put in a class that has a huge 20 to 30 second burst window, but then fall off as the fight continues, you know, that should be reflected in the overall performance if you're trying to figure out what classes are the best. But a lot of those numbers don't get factored in. So the people that are saying classes like Ranger sucks at DPS and shit, no, it's just not true, right? You see Elemental, like I remember people were saying like Elementalists were terrible, and they're just really bad, and I'm like, bro, like what? And then you look at the data and you see that they were arguably the best class in the game based off of the data. They were getting lapped by Sins when we were comparing the ceiling at the highest levels, but any fight that would last, you know, a minute plus, like, it is a completely different picture, completely different. And the lower levels where fights aren't, like the lower brackets where fights are obviously not ending, and where a lot of them aren't ending in, you know, 20 seconds, fights are a lot longer because people are less geared, newer players. Holy shit, like Sork, Ellie, Ranger, those classes were shining at those levels. So is tanks important in the endgame dungeons and raids? Tanks important in the endgame dungeons and raids? Are tanks important in the endgame dungeons and raids? Yes and no. Yes and no. It's kind of interesting the way tanks work in this game, because they're not technically needed, but they're very much preferred. So like, here's an example. We can easily clear the latest dungeons without a tank, but if we were to have a tank, everyone's damage is going to go up, everyone's going to die way less. It's just a much better experience, and that will play a big factor. That will absolutely play a big factor, with potential gatekeeping and whatnot. What is this? What is this? Obtain meat? What is this? Wasn't Elementalist top PvE DPS? Yeah, across a lot of different brackets they were, man. Across a lot of different brackets they were. They were really good. I don't know why people were saying they were so bad when all the data reflected they were arguably the best class in the game. Can you move the gear you get from the growth event to other characters? Can you move the gear you get from... No, you cannot. Not super Omega alt friendly, this game, which I think is a good thing. Do you think we'll win the World Cup? I have a feeling Argentina's going to win. Yeah, I just have a feeling they're going to win, regardless of who I'm rooting for. Which class would be reasonably used as tanks? Templar is the true tank, and the quote-unquote off tank is Gladiator. Why don't you watch the World Cup with us? If I may please ask, or is it legal? I can't. Yeah, it's copyrights. I'm not allowed to. I'll get banned. Get banned if I watch it on Twitch. Is Templar like Paladin? Templar is like your sword and shield. Not really. I say it's just your typical sword board class, man. Not really like a holy paladin or anything like that. you know? It's not like a light themed class. You're just, I mean, you could argue that it could place kind of similar to one, but it's just I think comparing it to just your typical swordboard knight class would be a better comparison. He got banned for Jesus. How long did he get banned for? That's kind of crazy. That do be kind of crazy. 30 minutes. What's your opinion on SOAR for global? Would it be a bad option? Since I saw some tier lists put it really low. No. You want to see a tier list? Here's the only tier list you need. You ready for this? Here it is. These are the gear brackets. Damn, this guy got to 1.02 now. Here are the gear brackets. Here it is. This is the median. This is the ceiling. Okay, these are at the higher levels. These fights right here, okay, generally end, most of the bosses that get sampled, most of them end in 20 to 30 seconds. Okay? There's no ranged class that has heavy burst out the gate. They're consistent damage. So in fights where fights where it's over in 20 to 30 seconds, the burstier classes are going to shine, right? If we go down to the lower brackets here, what do you see? What do you see here? Like look at these brackets, 720 and under. Like look at these. Like look at the sins here, and then look at here when the fights start getting a little bit longer on average duration, right? What are the top classes you see? Like this is objective data. Forget about the tier list. This is it. 720 to 740, the top performing classes based off of median damage is Ranger, Sorc, Spirit Master, 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 all the way down. Like all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. So take that as you will. You interpret the data, okay? But this is real data. This is not an opinion. This is not my opinion. This is just information for you to form your own opinions. Read this right here. So constant damage classes equals good for prog. Bursty equals good for juiced reclear. That is not untrue at all. That is not untrue at all. And you will see it, man. If I get on my brawler, the moment I'm in a boss fight, like I'll go in a boss fight and I'm just pumping DPS, and the moment the boss does something, the moment it moves, goes through a mech, you see my DPS just tank. And I'm talking like significantly tank, like 50% tank, right? And then you see the Sorcs and the Rangers and the Spirit Masters, they just continue. They just steady continue to go. That's what happens. Guys, you want my advice on what class to play if you're going based off of performance? My recommendation is no recommendation. Play the class and role that looks most attractive to you. And know that if you play a Sin, you will have a higher ceiling. You will juice. You are going to be one of the top DPS in the shorter re-clear fights where fights are over in 20, 30 seconds. But you are going to get fucked when you don't have a tank. You are going to get fucked on mechs, specific mechs, where, you know, you can't hit the back, or like, for example, in one of the Ludra fights, bro, you literally cannot hit the back. Like Ludra goes to the perimeter and you can only hit it from the front. Like you're gonna lose DPS there. When the bosses go in the air, when Ludra goes in the air, Or when Bargo goes, you know, he goes to the middle and you have to go into your areas when he's doing Mandu. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you can't do anything. It's 0 DPS during those windows. And you have to accept the fact that this is going to happen if you choose a melee class. If you choose a range class, you're not going to be that Omega pump the first 10 seconds. Fuck. No, you're going to be consistent damage with very high uptime, just constantly pelting the boss. So fights that are longer, fights that are progged, fights that have boss mechanics where you have to sit and go into your positions, these fights, you're going to have a major advantage when it comes to DPS specifically. So play whatever class you want to play, because at the end of the day, if you want to carry, if you want to do more damage, just get more gear. Every class can carry in this game. Just get more gear. That's it, man. You want to feel like you have a big dick? Doesn't matter what class you play. Just get a big fucking combat power score with the right build, with the right macro, with the right knowledge. You'll be juicing. You'll be juicing. Is it griefing to play Glad on, say, 150 MS? No, it's griefing to play on 150 MS on any class you play. It is. We tested the DPS difference between 200 ping and 1 ping on both Sin and Templar. However, they were at different gear score levels. And yeah, the notion that that Assassin is actually 400% different DPS, that's not true. Yeah, it was actually the same as Templar, believe it or not. It was about 2x. About twice the damage. In fact, I think Sin might have, if I have it recorded, I'll have to go back, but it was around 2 times the damage. It was pretty much more or less the same as Templar. Twice the damage with 200 ping. Yeah, 150 ping is going to fuck you on any class you play, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, if it isn't cast form, Jenny's kitten. That's what I hear. I hear you are officially just labeled as Jenny's kitten now. Do you always upgrade your old gear to new gear, or each level cap you replace your old gear? Do you always upgrade your old gear to new gear? Do you always upgrade your... Oh, so what do you mean by upgrades? Because there's a lot of different upgrades. Like, there are a lot of different upgrades. For example, I wouldn't full send mana stones, because mana stones don't carry over, right? But if you're going to transfer, like, let's say your yellow piece of gear into a heroic gear piece, assuming you have the mats for it, be frugal, your lines get transferred, and so does your enhancement levels. That does get transferred. So it kind of depends on what you're talking about specifically. What about Sin? Sin's really good, man. Sin's been always one of the top classes. But again, Sin, the ceiling and floor, Sin has the biggest ceiling to floor range in the game, hands down. It's not even close. It is not even close. If you want consistent damage, do not play Sin. Unless you can play with the same goddamn people every fucking time. If you're a pug star and you don't like to make your own groups, like you don't have control over who's in the groups, and DPS fucking matters to you, I don't know if I would really recommend Sin. Brother, like, dude, you know how painful it is if you are the highest DPS and you don't have a Templar or Glad that's within your range to take aggro? It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks, man. Do you know how painful it is to be a Sin and have a ranged that's a ranger that has aggro and just taking the boss here and there and everywhere, and you're just fucking trying to chase the boss nonstop? It fucking sucks. Of course, yeah, Harukin. Yes, 100%. Every content is clearable. You'll be just fine with that stuff. Remember, Harukin, you can power creep all the content. The solution to every problem in this game is get more gear. It's how it's designed. And I'm not actually, like I realize right now that might come off as a bit negative, but it's actually not. Like I'm trying to say, call it how it is, because that is it. And I think there are a lot of people that like that. Like I have friends that actually really like that. They want to feel their character just get really fucking strong and just ramp. And then obviously new content comes in, it's challenging, and then they experience that process of doing challenging content, and then you become the god that you know, that power creeps it, and you're just big dick fucking carry. You know what I mean? It's just the way the game is designed. You power creep almost all the content in the game. Also, one of the good things about that system, though, is I do think it alleviates gatekeeping a little bit. I think it does. I think it does I think it does. Like, here's an example. Imagine if you could not power creep Ludra, right? Let's just say you can't, and you can only do it once a week. Or even more. Like, let's say you have to do it more than once a week. You would not want to waste your time. You would want to make sure you take good players. You would gatekeep. I think that would put a bigger emphasis on gatekeeping even classes to give yourself every advantage, because you have to clear it. But because you can power creep every content, I feel like people don't really care as much about the classes that come in, and they care more about just your gear, your overall gear. Like, all the gatekeeping I've seen has just been gear. Of course, groups will still look for a healer, and melee classes like myself, I will also look for a tank. As a brawler, I'm in a unique situation because I'm a front-facing class, so if I become the tank, then that's okay. But if I really want to min-max damage, I gotta look for a Templar. I'm going to be looking for a Templar Chanter all day. Like that, those are going to be the two classes I'm always going to be looking for. So there certainly are going to be some class preferences that are consistent with just most MMORPGs. Oh, we kind of want a tank, we kind of want a healer, right? But it's a little bit different in this game. It's a little bit. If a raid gets power crept, people will likely find a DPS check to skip certain mechs and will raise the bar to that. That's exactly what's happening now. I don't know about Moosepell. I haven't done Moosepell, but Corroded, yeah. I mean, you see parties. So right now with Moosepell, what happens is you have some parties that are no mech clears. So it's just Omega Juice clears, right? You have to be Omega Juice. They want to go in and out, finish it, you know, in a fraction of the time. Can I actually get on the board with this? I don't know if I can. And then there are some groups that are doing it more at level. And there's a huge difference between those two parties. It's like, do you want to clear it 30 seconds or do you want to get jailed and potentially sit there for the next, you know, sit there for the next like hour, potentially even lobby hop because people just leave, you know? Listen, gatekeeping is absolutely a thing in this game. I'm just saying, I feel like because of the power creeping thing, it feels like it's a little bit less in this game compared to other games, but it still is very much there. It's still very, very much present, right? Like it's very, very present in this game, of course. Yeah, gatekeeping Korea is gear and ethnicity race. Very true. Yeah. If you're on mobile, you will get gatekept. If you're Chinese or a foreigner, you're gonna get gatekept. It's the way it is. Here's the thing, though. Koreans, what I've noticed is even if you're a foreigner but you're geared and you're good, you get embraced. Big reason why Koreans gatekeep Chinese people is because these Chinese people that come in, they literally play like fucking bots. That's why. Here, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, imagine playing on global, and every time a Chinese name came into your channel, they were literally either playing on mobile or they were a bot. Wouldn't respond, wouldn't do the mechs. You know what I mean? Like that's. And most of them probably are bots, to be fair. They're probably botted accounts trying to make Kina to sell. Yeah, you would probably also be like, yeah, like Chinese name? No, we're going to gatekeep against that. Mainly because of that. Can you gap people in this game by skill alone, or is it mostly based on ping due to macros? I have no experience. Feistman, I think the skill ceiling is for sure lower in this game compared to Lost Ark, but the notion that there is no skill expression is just objectively false. It's the same way in Lost Ark. No matter how good you are, if there's a big gear gap, you're not going to be able to skill gap that gear gap. You know what I mean? So in Lost Ark, it depends on how big is the gear gap. You know what I mean? So the same applies to AION 2. If there is a big gear gap, no matter how good you are, you're not gonna cover it. But here, let me give you an example. But at the end of the day, you can at the end of the day, the skill ceiling, the skill expression ceiling is certainly lower. So here, this is one of my previous parses. Let me go in here. Was it here? Here it is. Okay, look at this right here. Look at this. Here's a good example. This guy right here, this player, 562 combat power. Okay, I can't see his information. 562 combat power. I'm at 523. That's a decent bit of that's a decent difference. I beat him by 4%. 501k DPS to 414 in this specific fight. The fight before that, I think it was this one, he beat me by like 30k DPS. So this right here, and then this one, in the last fight, I beat him by this amount. By the way, look at the DPS discrepancy. It's like almost 2x because of the type of fight that it is. This was a combination of certainly skill, because I was watching him. He had way less uptime on the boss compared to me. But also it could be a product of his build. I don't know how he's playing his brawler. We can't see, but it could also be a product of his skill, because 562 and 523 is a pretty big fucking difference, man. For a brawler at this stage. So yes, there is skill expression in the game. So here's kind of what it feels like. In Lost Ark Hell mode, in Hell mode, there is a difference between the Hell mode clearers versus just non-Hell mode clearers. You know how Hell mode, this is a great example. In Hell mode and Lost Ark, those guys min-max every DPS window. They know what to greed through. They know when to back up. They know exactly how to dodge and immediately stick back to the boss to get maximum uptime, right? You're asking in reference in relations to Lost Ark, so you should probably know this as a Lost Ark Andy. That difference is also present in AION 2. There are players that min-max damage windows in AION 2, and those players, the DPS difference shows. Now, no matter how good you are with those windows, at the end of the day, gear gap is going to, if the gear gap is big enough, like if the guy has you by like 150 gear score, you're not going to win, right? Like he's still going to beat you. Well, at least in the mid game. Maybe, I don't know how that scales at like 900 gear score, because I'm not there yet. But yeah, you certainly can. You certainly can. Which by the way, the highest DPS parser, the highest DPS players right now aren't even the highest gear. Like this guy right here. This guy right here is 4.3k. He's at 946k. He's not even in. He's not even in this bracket. He's not even in here, right? And he's able to parse that. Now there's a lot of variables here. That guy could be min-maxing his damage with an ideal comp and whatnot. Like there's a lot of variables there, but yeah, the skill expression certainly does exist despite the macros being a thing in this game. But I would say they definitely are lower than Lost Ark's skills expression slash ceiling. Oh fuck, I didn't finish that. So that you can compare combat power, it's just yellow versus orange. Yeah, for sure. That's why I was saying, like, I can't actually see that guy's gear. The way he's getting his combat, the way you get your combat power is a very big difference. It's a very big difference. So in this game, I would put the order as like combat power at the end of the day is still gonna trump it. Like a for example, a garbage, like a min-max player at 400 gear score that has the perfect stats, he's not going to out DPS a garbage build at 1 million combat power, right? So that's why I would say, if I had to try and be as objective as possible, I would say the order would be combat power is the highest, most important when it comes to overall damage. Combat power, and then your actual build, and then skill expression. And we're not including ping and FPS into this one because that's also very much up there. But yeah, skill expression would definitely be the last on the list.
All this info sharing on AION 2 and other MMOs. Appreciate you.
Yo, thank you so much for the prime, man. Thank you. Welcome back, by the way. I do appreciate resubs, man. That's huge. Really appreciate that. So yeah, skill expression is definitely the lowest on the list, hands down, right? The most important thing is, how is this character built, and how much combat power does this person have, assuming it has a good build. I'm just saying that skill expression does exist because and I'm saying this, I reiterate this point because a lot of people think, you know, with the power creeping in this game and the macroing in this game, a lot of people think there's zero skill expression, and that is just not true. That specifically is just not true. Damn, I need to start adding slots to this. 1 mil, that's page. I have to actually inventory manage on this character. Show the character boss. This is my gladiator alt. $43. I can play only free to play. I mean, yeah, you technically can, but you technically can. Sure. Group size is now like an AION, 5 to 10. Raids are 10. Everything else is 5. Dun, 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 dun. How long do you need to get to the how long do you need to get the membership free to play, or is it impossible time on? You cannot get the membership free to play. It's not possible. You can get the battle passes for free by not spending money if you have a subscription that you pay for, but no, the subscription itself you cannot purchase via in-game. You have to purchase it with real life dollars. I mean, I suppose it doesn't have to be dollars, but yeah, you know, whatever your currency is. How much is the sub? It's $15. It's going to be 15 in NA. I don't know if there's going to be regional pricing. I really hope they add regional pricing, though. How do I play this game? You download and install it. That's it. Via Purple right now if you want to play it now. Global launch is not out yet. However, if you do play on the Asian server, I would recommend Taiwan. If you play on Taiwan, it will require a VPN for you to use. That's a lot. Yeah. Uguay's. Yeah, if you think 15 is a lot, brother, do you know what they just lowered it from? Bro, it was 30 USD, $45 local currency. It was 45 bucks prior to this. 30 USD they lowered to 15. So yeah, it is a lot better. I can't believe people were actually arguing with me, thinking that it was either a reasonable price or that it wasn't just objectively bad, that sub price was priced the way it was. It's kind of crazy. It's like, look, I'm just as excited about AION 2 to play during the launch as the next guy, but like, come on, man. Let's let's be real with ourselves here. You can enjoy a game, like a game, and hope for the best with the game, and still be able to recognize certain like craziness, right? Like that's insane. Like, why would you ever think it's appropriate to release a game with a $30 sub price? It's crazy. Anyways, it's good. Our feedback got through, and they lowered the price to 15. Power of feedback. Good. It's really good. If you were to guess, will 800 mil get me to a high CP? No. No. It depends on how you use the 800 mil. If you get 800 million Kina and you're just like, okay, here I am. Let's just say you're at like 270 gear score and you're like, I have 800 mil Kina. I'm going to use it all right now. It's not going to get you very far because you're going to have to spend it on shit that you shouldn't be spending it on. That's not worth. What are you going to spend it on? You're going to spend it on like yellow. You're going to spend millions on yellow items so that you can turn them into heroic sync stones. Like that's such a waste, right? Like you want to use the money wisely and get everything out of your 800 mil, right? Keep in mind, like for example, you can literally go out there, like 800 mil. If you were just blindly spending it to try and min-max everything, brother, it's not going to even get you. It's not going to even get you 2 fucking bracelets. It's not going to even give you two fucking bracelets. One bracelet is 420 mil. Right? Your weapon, which you should certainly spend it on a weapon, your weapon's going to cost you 300 mil. Offhand, another 300 mil. Based off of KR prices, that is. There's 600. You're left with 200 mil. You know what that 200 mil is going to do for you? That 200 mil will probably be enough to get you that... that 200 mil will probably be enough for you to get that first weapon you bought to like... plus 20 amp 2 maybe amp 1 amp 2 depending on your luck. Yeah, that's what just like that. 800 mil, goodbye. 800 mil. You've got 2 heroic main hands and oh, by the way, it's 100 mil just to upgrade it to splendid. So 300. So actually you don't even have money for that. So yeah, you buy here. Horn Dragon Greatsword, 340 mil. Guard, 300 mil. It's 100 mil. I mean, this is exactly 100 mil, so might as well just buy this. It's 100 mil to get Splendid. So there's 400. And if you're using Greatsword, there's 450, like 440. Like 800 mil won't even be able to, it won't even get you 2 weapons. It won't even get you 2 splendid weapons. 2 splendid heroic weapons there. Yeah, so it's it's not gonna get you much. What is your thoughts? I think dual blade one, is it good? I have not seen any clip about it. Dual blade one? What is that? What are you talking about? What would that be? Dual blade one. Oh yeah, people are gonna RMT like crazy. 100%. 100% people are gonna RMT in this. 100%, man. Does he mean assassins? Oh yeah, assassins are very good. Arguably one of the best classes in the game. Actually, not even arguably it is one of the best classes in the game. It's really good. NC American are gonna wreck them. There's not Amazon this time. You know, we'll see. Assassin is top melee DPS. Golden Luster. I'm telling you, man. I have a theory. I don't know. I just kind of have a theory. I feel like Brawler is at the very least up there with Sins. We just don't see it yet because it's a new class. I'm telling you guys, I think Brawler's gonna pump. Let's check back in 3 months. Let's check back in 3 months and see how Brawlers are doing. Of course, they could, you know, get nerfed or buffed or whatnot, but I think Brawlers right now are really going under the radar. I think we're really strong. You need good ping for Assassin, though. You need good ping for every class. I have not found Assassin to be especially ping sensitive when it comes to DPS. Sure, when it comes to positionals, but not so much positionals and survivability, but not DPS. And the reason why is because I have actually now tested the DPS difference between 1 ping and 100 ping on a macro rotation on both Templar and Assassin, and the DPS difference was the same. And until I am able to see proof otherwise, I'm just going to continue to rely on the data that I have compiled based off of my own personal testing, which I know is true and real, which is, yeah, the ping difference impacts Templar just as much as Sin as of now. As of now, that seems to be the case. I don't have any evidence in front of me that proves otherwise. I'm not saying that it is 100% that way. It could be, maybe at different levels. My testing sample wasn't massive, so that's what it seems like for me now. Yeah, so like every class, TLDR, every class is ping sensitive. Every class is ping sensitive, man. I have a new way to test that, by the way, with no variables. All right, good. We can test it out. Test it out after we watch Argentina beat Spain. Part of me wants Spain to win just so that I get to find out how much fucking money you actually get, how much credit you actually get. I actually want to know how much credit you end up getting from this. Spain wins. I honestly do not give a fuck who wins, man. I just want to see a good game. I really don't care. A part of me would love to see Messi win another one. So if I had to choose, I'll go ahead and choose Argentina. But a part of me also wants to see Honed win this fucking Honed and Chibi win this little prize from DoorDash, so I can see just how much fucking money they get, how much credit they get, and then that will also allow me to then point and laugh. Can I get some theirs in the chat? Type there in the chat right now. I can point and laugh, giving that same face, and say, "See, I told you. You're only gonna get like $5 from that." Maybe there's a better emote than there. Actually, I think there is. I think there's like a point and laugh troll cat emote too. That'd probably be a better one. Yeah, that's Keck W point. That's a good one. That's a better one. So stupid. It's like, you get free garlic butter. It's crazy as hell. Is it worth to get on the founder pack server to play 5 days ahead? Is it worth it? That is a very subjective answer, but here's how I'll answer it. With zero context, the answer to that question is no. It is not worth it. If we go based off of the numbers, okay, if we're including how far behind you'll be in 6 months, how many of the people will end up quitting the game, all of that data, it would lead me to say, no, it is not worth it. However, if you are someone that doesn't give a fuck, like $100, $15, $50, whatever the pack ends up being, if you're the type of person that doesn't fucking matter, and or if you're the type of person that very much enjoys this game and you're going to be playing this for a while, and you either want to support the game or you want the skins that come along with the game, and or you just want to play day one because this is such a fun game for you to play, then yes, I would say it is worth it for you to purchase the early access pack to play early. There's my answer. I hope I hope that doesn't get fucking taken out. 100% the hate watchers are gonna just clip the back end of that and be like, this guy telling people it's worth the play, he's trying to make money off of this launch, man. I hate this guy, he's so fake, he flip-flops, he was critical about pay to win, but now it's launching and he's telling people it's worth it to buy. What a loser. 100% they're gonna do that. 100% they're gonna clip that out of context. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. Conveniently just forgets about the first half of this, right? And he's gonna be, he's a liar. Here's proof in the pudding. He's a fucking liar. It's crazy to me that there's so many people out there that will intentionally, deliberately take a clip out of context in bad faith and then call that person a liar just because they hate him. It's like, what? Like, why do that? It's like, I get hating on someone, but it's like, why take time out of your own precious day, right, to do that to do that to someone that you genuinely just dislike? Like, I don't know about you guys, maybe this is a crazy take in 2026, but when I don't like someone, I just don't engage with them. I don't even look at them. I don't search for them. I don't talk about them. I ignore that. They're just like, I don't like them, so why would I expose myself to that person? Like, you know what I mean? Content creator X, I don't like this person, so like, why would I like constantly check in on this person? And that's weird, isn't it? Like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like it's normal to not engage with something that you don't like. You know what I mean? Like, why? If you don't like me, fine, but like, why are you engaging with me? So like, why do I live rent free in your head? I don't understand. It's rage baiting for attention. Yeah, for sure. Bunch of people that don't like Ion 2 engage with it. Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. Now, I give some leeway to my viewers though. There are certainly people that are negatively critical on Ion 2 in my channel. Simply because, you know, they almost feel like they're forced to watch it because I am providing Ion 2 content on my channel. I have a lot of people that follow me and watch me that don't give a fuck about Ion 2. In fact, they hate Ion 2. They don't like it, but they still, you know, engage with the content because I'm engaging with the content. So, you know, my followers and community, you know, I definitely give leeway to that because I'm not like a one game main guy, right? So I have viewers and community members across a lot of different games, and you know, I always want them to feel like they have a space where they can express themselves freely, express their opinions, as long as they don't cross the line. And you know, I don't want my chat to be like a complete negative vibe though, you know what I mean? So but my community members, I feel like, are pretty good about that. Yeah, they're pretty good about that. Which class are you playing right now? I'm on Glad. My main is a brawler though. Brawler just came out not too long ago, so we are busy pushing it and pumping it to the sky as much as possible. As much as possible. I want to support my boy Joey, but dude, Wakayashi always raids me. I'm gonna raid Wakayashi. This guy always raids me. I want to take an opportunity to support him back. Guys, listen up, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I really appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. You guys are the absolute best. Goated community. If you're new to the channel, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream/show today. Don't forget to follow. It's completely free. We've got more MMO content coming. Soulbound MMO. It's like a roguelite MMO hybrid game that's happening, that's launching on the 21st, I believe. I am ending early today because I want to watch the soccer game. It's the World Cup finals. Yeah, Society. Yeah, he's great. I gotta support him with some raids as well. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I want to watch the World Cup. I'm gonna chill, relax. I might be live on my alt channel, which is right here. Twitch.tv Kanon 1HP. There it is. And yeah, I may or may not. If I am, there's the link. Follow me on that channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not really sure what's on the agenda tomorrow. We will have a 1-hour sponsored segment with Ragnarok Rebirth. It's our last Ragnarok stream. That'll happen tomorrow. But yeah, we'll probably do more Ion 2, and we do have some new game launches coming this week, so that should be fun and exciting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the subs and the support. You guys are the absolute best. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.